Chapter 1. The Wake-Up Call. Gentlemen, before we dive into today's lesson, I want to ask you for a small but powerful favor. If you're over 60 and you've ever felt frustrated with low energy, fading circulation, or declining confidence, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Share your story, because your voice can inspire thousands of men just like you who may feel alone in this struggle. Together, we can build a community that refuses to let age define us. Now let me ask you something personal. Do you ever wake up with heavy legs, cold feet, or mornings where your body feels sluggish and stiff? Maybe intimacy has started to feel more like effort than enjoyment. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of men past 60 are dealing with the very same issue, fading blood circulation. And while most doctors are quick to suggest pills, there is a simpler, more natural way to get the blood flowing again, starting with just 1 spoon every morning. That 1 spoon I'm talking about is honey, not the cheap processed syrup you find in plastic bottles at the supermarket, but raw, unprocessed honey, nature's golden fuel. Why honey? Because raw honey is packed with antioxidants that protect your blood vessels from damage. More importantly, honey helps your body produce nitric oxide, a natural compound that relaxes and widens blood vessels. The wider your vessels, the easier it is for blood to flow to your heart, brain, and yes, even down there. Science backs this up. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Diagnostic Research showed that consuming honey improves blood antioxidant levels and helps support cardiovascular health. That means better circulation, more energy, and renewed vitality. But facts alone don't move us, stories do, and that's where I want to take you next. Chapter 2. Frank's Turning Point. Meet Frank, age 64, a retired machinist who spent most of his life working with his hands. Frank was the kind of man who always prided himself on strength and endurance, but a few years ago, he hit a wall. He noticed he couldn't walk long distances without his calves tightening. His mornings felt heavy, his evenings lifeless, and his intimacy, well, it was becoming a memory. His doctor suggested medication, but Frank wasn't ready to depend on pills. He wanted to feel like himself again, not live with side effects. One day, while visiting his daughter, she poured him a warm cup of water with a spoon of raw honey and lemon. She told him it would help his energy and digestion. Skeptical but curious, Frank decided to try it every morning. Within weeks, he noticed changes. His morning stiffness eased, his legs didn't feel as cold, and even his mood lifted. 6 months later, Frank was walking farther, feeling sharper, and most importantly, his confidence in the bedroom returned. What changed wasn't just the honey. It was the circulation boost honey gave him, the steady flow of oxygen-rich blood fueling every part of his body. Frank once said, "I thought my best days were gone, but now I feel alive again," and it all started with 1 spoon in the morning. This isn't magic, it's science and consistency, and in the next chapter, I'll show you exactly how to make honey part of your morning routine in a way that maximizes its power. Chapter 3. The morning routine that works. The secret isn't just what you take, but when you take it. Morning is the perfect time because your body is in a fasting state. That means it absorbs nutrients more efficiently, and your circulation is more responsive to what you put inside. Here's how to do it. Start with a glass of warm water. This hydrates your system and kickstarts circulation. Add 1 spoon of raw honey. Stir it in until it melts. Optionally, squeeze half a lemon. This adds vitamin C, which boosts nitric oxide even more. Drink this slowly. Within minutes, your blood sugar rises naturally, not the crash and burn kind from processed sugar, but a clean lift that fuels your cells. The honey's antioxidants begin working against inflammation in your arteries, while the nitric oxide production starts to relax blood vessels. Pair this with 5 minutes of light stretching or a short walk outside. Movement helps push that nutrient-rich blood through your system. The combination of honey, hydration, and light motion turns your sluggish morning into a circulation-boosting ritual. And let me be clear, you don't need exotic supplements or expensive pills. Nature already gave us what we need. Just 1 spoon of honey can be the spark to light your day. Now, I can already hear some of you asking, but can something this simple really make a difference? In the next story, I'll introduce you to Edward, 68, who asked that same question, until he tried it. Chapter 4, Edward's New Confidence. Edward, 68, was a retired teacher. He was sharp, witty, and loved reading history, but when it came to his body, he felt betrayed. His circulation was weak, his hands and feet were always cold, and intimacy with his wife had grown infrequent. He confessed once, "I felt more like a shadow of the man I used to be." Edward came across an article on natural circulation boosters. He was skeptical but decided to give honey a shot. Every morning, he stirred 1 spoon into warm water, sometimes adding cinnamon for taste. 3 weeks later, he noticed something surprising. The coldness in his feet had lessened, his walks felt easier. His wife even remarked that he seemed more energetic. Edward didn't stop there. He built it into a routine, adding a light stretch and short breathing exercises each morning. Months later, Edward had transformed. He reported better sleep, fewer aches, and, with a smile, said his confidence in the bedroom had returned. His story proves that natural solutions, done consistently, can awaken vitality at any age. Chapter 5, Your tomorrow starts with 1 spoon. So here's the truth. Gentlemen, aging is real, but decline is optional. The stiffness, the fatigue, the loss of confidence, these are not mandatory parts of growing older. They are signals from your body, asking for better fuel and better habits. 1 spoon of raw honey every morning is not just about circulation. It's about choosing life, energy, and vitality. It's about waking up and saying, "I still have more living to do." You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start simple. Tomorrow morning, pour a glass of warm water, stir in 1 spoon of raw honey, and drink it. Do it again the next day, and the next. Over time, you will notice the difference in your energy, your confidence, and your circulation down there. Before you go, I want to remind you again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your story in the comments. Your words may be the spark that gives another man hope. Gentlemen, age does not define your vitality. Every morning you wake up is another chance to reclaim your strength, and it all starts with just 1 spoon.